experiment with them and have a play around. So you're welcome to film this if you want to remember what we did. But just quickly, the first one that I showed you was the percussive one, and that's basically if we count it in a slow four, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then if we added on the 3, that kind of slap 4, 1, 2, and then in between it with the left hand, we kind of go to smack down on the strings. And I think we were trying to double up the second. And maybe double up the third. So you can see you can just kind of keep experimenting and kind of go off on with that. The second one that I showed you was the two-hand tapping thing. This isn't in the rat tuning, but I'll just do it as is. And that was basically, we were just going from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret. And the key to that technique is just smacking down hard and pulling off hard, so that the string kind of holds the energy. And then we're going to go 5th fret, 3rd fret, and open the 2 counts of 4. And again, that's one that you can take and sort of expand on. I think I'd like to play one more song or half a song if we've got time. So if there are a couple extra questions, if anyone has them, then I'll play a song. And then maybe if you've got time to come up with a quick question, or if you just want to pick up this guitar and have a bit of a play, see how it feels, see how it sounds coming out of this speaker, I welcome you. I always feel like if I can't break it, then you probably won't be able to either. So you're welcome to check that out. Do we have a few more questions before I go into one more song? Yeah. My favorite genre? I grew up listening to a lot of blues music. Yeah, probably that kind of acoustic-y sort of folk blues. I was always looking for people that like could play interesting guitar, but also I always love singing and I love working like songwriters. So I was always looking for interesting guitar players, but also interesting songwriters and people that were able to weave it together. Because I found a lot of guitar players that could play just instrumental music, but after a few songs, I don't love instrumental music as much as I love singing words. So that kind of folky singer-songwriter genre is probably my favorite. Any other questions? Is this it?
Yeah, I've got a question. Some of our students, our older students particularly, and some of our more experienced students are familiar with drop D.
Yep.
Maybe even DAD-GAD, right? But you've been observing Daniel use alternate tunings. Could you talk to them a little bit about why on earth you would want to use an alternate tuning?
Mm-hmm.
What that enables?
Basically, for me, when it's tuned to, for example, now I've just tuned it to an open G chord. So that means that all those notes I'm strumming there are part of a G chord if you were to fret it. So that means that it already sounds good, right? So like that, you do nothing and it sounds like a G. You throw it on the ground and it sounds like a G. And so that means that, that first song that I play is, it means you can kind of just play a few things with the left hand and it still sounds good, but it opens up the right hand to kind of add other things, and that's because I love doing the percussive stuff. That's kind of where I'm able to fit them in. So the main tunings that I use, and if you feel like I didn't have time, I do do have a website and I do have like a free, you can just download a list of the different guitar tunings that I use. So the website's danielchampagnemusic.com, and there'll be a free lyrics and guitar tabs, I think. And so I probably use like 10 or 12 tunings, and there's a list of them there. But the main ones are like an open G tuning, which is like that. I usually put a C at the bottom, and then an open D tuning, like a dadgad tuning, open C tuning. They're the main ones, and then there's a few really weird ones that are just used for one song, and they're kind of more experimental. But I'd encourage anybody to get into open tunings, because what it does is it kind of like opens up your mind a bit, because we all learn guitar in standard tuning, and you've kind of got to know so much of the theory with the left hand to be able to play well in standard tuning. But often when you go to an open tuning, like I still don't exactly know what I'm playing all the time, but I'm kind of feeling it out a little bit more and sort of being a bit more creative and having fun with it. So I do recommend, if you get the chance one day, to just put your guitar in open D or open G and strum around and see what you can come up with. I recommend that. Cool. Well, I might finish off with this one more song. If that, we have time for one more. Any more questions before I go? You're also welcome to just come up and have a quick chat. And do come up and have a quick play of the guitar afterwards. And thank you very much to Mr. C for having me and for putting this together. Chris Devine, having me, running sound. And this is a song called The Same Enemy. Thanks for being here, thanks for listening, and good luck with your guitar playing. Have fun. Friend, I see your fear in your eyes. Feel living in disguise.